Hi, welcome back to Channel 6 TV Community Focus. Kenny Fogle here with you today. And we want to talk a little bit about it's training. And everybody needs training. And everybody knows there's a lot of businesses throughout whatever community you're in. And here's one of the guys that makes it all happen. He's one of the people that puts it all together, a consortium of sorts. Stan Carton. Stan, appreciate you being here today.
Glad to be here.
Well, the community, the organization you have is called NELCO. Now tell us a little bit about what is NELCO?
Well, NELCO is an organization of businesses and industries in Nelson and Washington counties. These folks have come together, these companies have come together, both large and small, focused on training basically. Every company has training needs, but it's difficult to make training classes, make the size of training classes. So if you have two or three people from one company and two or three people from another company and a person from another company, you can bring those folks together, run a training class, save on cost basically, and make the class. So I guess the classic example that I always use is Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie takes a large number of people, minimum of 20, used to be more than that. And it's very difficult to get 20 from one company and very expensive. So if you've got 3 or more companies that come together with a few people from each, you can make the class, and then you can also, through various means, reduce the cost.
Well, if everybody comes together, I mean, one company might not be able to afford it, but I've been to a couple of your meetings, and you have good participation. So obviously, either people are coming to you, or you're doing a good job recruiting them. Which one is it?
Well, they're coming to us.
Oh, okay.
I don't get out and knock on doors.
Yeah.
And so basically, our membership is word of mouth. Not only do we bring these folks together because they have common training needs, but we also bring the community resources to the table so that these folks from the various companies can network with the folks that represent community resources, like the Kentucky Career Centers, like the Lincoln Trail Area Development District, Workforce Investment Board activities, that sort of thing. So those folks come to our meetings too, and it gives the various folks, management folks from our members, our company members, an opportunity to meet these people, find out what they can bring to the table and offer these companies, and then everybody knows everybody, and they just build good relationships. So it makes it easier to work together.
Well, I know the world's changing every day. I mean, it's technical or management styles, things like that. So how do you pick and choose as to what is it? Customer driven, or how do you decide what needs to be trained on at any particular time?
The companies, they tell me what they want, and then I pursue it from 2 different avenues. Number 1 is the kind of training that they'd like to have, and then number 2 is try to find resources to subsidize the cost of the training.
So if some company that's not in this right now wants to get a hold of you, how they go about finding you? I know you meet once a month, and each I guess I know you meet once a month in Bardstown. I don't know where else you meet at, but
yeah, I try to have a couple meetings over in Washington County. I want them to feel
right
included. So what was the question?
Well, basically, how can somebody get a hold of you if they want to join the consortium?
Yeah, well, all they have to do is send me an email at scarton, C-A-R-T-O-N, at bellsouth.net, or they can call me.
Or find somebody else that maybe is already in the system. Because that's how I got involved, because I think I ran into a couple other people who was telling me how great NELCO was. And I said, I just hadn't heard of it. I just wondered what you did.
Well, a great way to get a hold of me is through Kim Houston, the economic developer in Nelson County. And she can make the referral, and all they have to do is either email me or call me, and I'll tell them how they join and what it takes, and we meet the second Tuesday of the month at various places around Nelson and Washington counties, and we generally have a very interesting presentation. I think this month's meeting, which is on August 11th, and anybody who would like to come is welcome to come. But you do need to let me know if you're coming, because it is a luncheon meeting.
You're going to feed them.
And we got to feed everybody. So if you're going to come, give Kim a call. She'll give you my contact information, and then you can get a hold of me, and I'll know you're going to be there so I can plan for additional people for the meal. But for a great example this month is we're going to have a presentation on drug testing. And I know every employer in any county, pick it, is involved heavily in drug testing with new and current employees. So it should be proved to be very interesting.
Okay. Now, how do you get? How's NELCO funded? Is it the participating agencies? Do they provide money, or how's that?
Pretty much we're self-funded.
Okay.
You know, we charge a membership fee, which is very nominal.
Yeah.
I think if you have 40 employees or more, it's $250 a year. Under 40 employees, it's $125. And then we do charge for the training, but most of the training is extremely reasonable. We use the resources that are available to cost subsidize the training. For example, we use Bluegrass State Skills. We use the Kentucky WINS program through the Community and Technical College system. We have a great relationship with ECTC, Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, and they attend our meetings and provide quite a bit of technical assistance to me and our members. And you can participate in programs that ECTC operates for business and industry as an individual company or through a group effort that I described a few minutes ago.
Is there any, I guess, limit to size of a company? If somebody has a company with 10 employees and they want to join, is it?
They could join with one. You know, no, there's...
Because there's one reason I say there's a lot of small companies, it falls into this category as much as big companies because they just can't afford. They want to get their employees trained, but they can't afford to do it. So going in with you would save them a lot of money for one thing, and actually would help find a trainer that they may not be able to get a hold of.
Yeah, we've had companies from surrounding counties join just to take advantage of cost savings on an expensive type training.
Yeah. And there's always training out there for something. I mean, you get it on the internet. Every day somebody's wanting you to train on something. So you can't train on everything, but if you all come together and everybody works at it, it saves money and then have a better trained workforce.
Well, NELCO's key resource is Elizabethtown Community and Technical College. Those folks that work on the business and industry side of things over there can pretty much deliver any kind of training.
And they keep their finger on the pulse, I guess, of what's going on in the world and what we need, I guess.
Yeah, oh yeah. They can deliver technical skills or soft skills. They've just been a great partner.
Okay. Well, Stan, I know you're a man on the run. You always, we catch you as you're coming or going somewhere, and we in Nelson County at least once a month, I know of, so hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you some more.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to know more about NELCO, scarton@bellsouth.net. And then again, just check with the Economic Development Director, Kim Houston, here in Nelson County, or somebody else, one of the factories and businesses, because most everybody, I think you got most of them already on board. It might be a few.
We've got quite a number, yes.
So again, it's a very good opportunity to gain technical training and any kind of training at a very low cost. And again, and like you mentioned a minute ago, the networking, because if you've got a problem, probably somebody else has got the same problem. You talk it out, and you find out what somebody else's solutions were, and you can cheat a little bit and take it home and use them for yourself.
That's what the concept of a consortium is all about. Is coming together, common training needs, and make the training class happen. Training classes that can happen when you've just got one or two employees that need a specific kind of training. I've run into companies that have had to run, say, a welding class out at the Area Technology Center on Saturdays for 2 people, and that gets very expensive for the company. So if you can get 6, 8, 10 people in there or more, then the cost comes down.
Makes sense. All right, Stan, we appreciate you being here today. Thank you a lot. Stan Carton of NELCO, and we appreciate him being here. Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you learned a little bit. If you have any more questions, give him a call. Give Kim Houston a call or somebody else in the business industry, and you can get a hold of Stan, and we'll get you trained as well. So stick around. A lot more to come here on Community Focus, Central Kentucky TV. Kenny Fogle. We'll be right back.